I think there's a lot in what you say. I think everybody's got to put their hands up and say, we haven't done enough. My generation effectively stopped planning, became the NIMBYist generation. I think central government for the last 30 or 40 years simply hasn't put housing as a high enough priority. The volume of housing, the pricing of housing, yes. I think we've got undercapitalised housing sector in the UK. I think we need to, as we've entered in the industry at scale, there's lots of other opportunities, I think, for people to put more equity capital into the housing sector. There's more demand, I think, for affordable housing, for build-to-rent housing, for later life living housing, like we see in America, Australia, and New Zealand. All of that needs to happen simultaneously. And we've had piecemeal policy, over the last 20 or 30 years, when we really need to get back to the 60s and be building 300,000-400,000 houses a year for a number of years to begin the catch-up. And these need to be environmentally friendly housing, EPC A and B rated.
So why isn't it happening? I mean, we're still, I hate to sort of repeat the question, but we all know what the problem is. Do the politicians not actually understand how the housing market works?
I think it is beginning to happen. I think what we're seeing across Britain right now is that the affordable housing sector is getting more capital, the build-to-rent sector, the build-to-sell sector, they're all getting more capital, but it takes a long time to speed up and build the supply chain. The supply chain doesn't really exist at the scale that we want it to exist in the UK, but there's good intentions on all parts. I mean, for the first time in 30 years, I've seen central government be really heavily involved in wanting to see many more housing built. I'm seeing local people stepping up and not having, the NIMBYism that I've seen over the last 20 or 30 years. And I'm seeing house builders having real ambition and demand and intent to build more housing and build good quality housing as well. I'd like to see London do a lot more. I think we've been trying to get 50,000 houses in London since I was a boy, and it's never really happened. And so I think it's time that we made a bigger effort in London as well.